Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Gamertag and I'm back for your daily Fortnite video. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys an XP glitch or an XP farm, whatever you like to consider it. Now do not worry, first and foremost, you will not get banned by using this. It is not against Fortnite's terms of service or anything like that, so you won't get suspended, you won't get banned. This is completely allowed. Now basically, I found when I was playing a regular battle royale game in Fortnite, I was getting less than 10,000 XP per game, which I mean is decent in of itself, but not that much at all. However, once I used this method, I was recognizing I was getting at least 50,000 XP per game, upwards to nearly 90,000 XP every single game. So you guys can honestly expect yourself to level up like 100 times in one day simply by utilizing this method. Now I shared with you guys this method a few days ago on my channel, and since then I found a better way to go about it, way more efficient, and pretty much get double the amount of XP in the same amount of time. So basically what we're doing is we're actually going to be loading into a lobby full of bots. Now some people already know how to do this, not much, but there's more to it than just that. There's a way to actually go about playing the game, certain things we need to make sure that we do or complete every single game in order to get a lot of XP. So the first way that we're able to actually first of all get into a lobby with bots is actually pretty simple. So the first thing you want to do is you want to actually have two Epic Games accounts. Obviously you have your main Fortnite account that you play on, and you now want to make another one. Do not worry, this can literally take you guys like 2 minutes at most. So make another Epic Games account and load Fortnite up on another device. Most people obviously play on console or PC and then would use their mobile or iPhone as their second device. So go ahead, create another Epic Games account on like your phone or any other console that you have. Once you do this, you actually want to add your main account as a friend. Once you guys have your main and second Fortnite account actually added on the friends list, you simply want to go ahead and join the lobby of your second account you just made. Again, this account should have no games played at all. It should literally be a brand new account. Reason being is because whenever you use a brand new account in Fortnite, Epic Games will actually place you into a bot lobby, essentially meaning you're going to be going against computers or bot opponents. This is their way of judging how good you are and trying to figure out what kind of lobbies to put you in afterwards. So again, the second account should be hosting the lobby, not your main account. Anyways, you want to go ahead and set it to squads and set it to do not fill. So basically the only people on your team is you and obviously your second account as well. Then go ahead and ready up on both accounts and you should now be inside of the lobby. Now from here you should go ahead and actually leave the game on your second account because we don't actually want the data to be saved on that account. Otherwise we will not be able to continuously use this method. So go ahead and leave on that, and then now we just simply want to play the game out like we typically would on our main account. I strongly recommend first of all that you guys land in a somewhat middle of the map area like Salty Springs or even possibly the agency. This is where majority of the bots will actually land, and you guys can guarantee yourselves at least 4 to 8 eliminations at the very start of the game. Now the reason I'm remaking this video again, as I stated, is I found a way more efficient way to do this, and have also left out some pretty important and critical detail in regards to gaining the most amount of XP when using this method, glitch, or farm, again whatever you like to consider it. Now there's a few aspects I talked about in my previous video that help you get XP, and those still stand true to this day. That is eliminations, placement, as well as damage to opponents. Obviously they're all pretty self-explanatory. The higher you place in a game, the more amount of XP you'll receive. The more eliminations you get, the more amount of XP you'll receive, and the same goes for damage to opponents as well. However, I actually left out one critical and very important part that honestly can result in you guys receiving thousands and thousands of XP per game, and this is survival time. This honestly is probably like the most important part of getting XP. Obviously this is also pretty self-explanatory. The longer you survive in a match, the more amount of XP you receive, and this is by a minute basis. So every minute that goes by you'll receive a set amount of XP. This actually caps at 15 minutes, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you play your game at least 15 minutes long. Considering the fact that you'll essentially be always at the very end of the match, you can simply box yourself up and obviously you will have no threat towards you at all because again we are playing against bots. So just wait the 15 minutes out and then go ahead and finish the game. Again, there's also some more other things that we need to focus on, like dealing damage to opponents, playing as aggressively as possible. And again, do not worry, again as I mentioned, there's literally no competition, considering the fact that all 98 other opponents are actual bots. I mean, they're literally like completely clueless. They shoot in different directions, some of them even die to the storm, so again, there's literally zero competition. We just want to play as aggressively as possible, so I always like to land Salty Springs, eliminate like 2 to 3 squads to make sure I have like 8 or 10 eliminations at this point. I'll then make my way to the agency, hop inside of the helicopter, and then fly around pretty low to the ground until I can spot some opponents out. Once I see some people, I'll then land on them, obviously secure some eliminations, and continue this process over and over again with flying around and trying to find people the best of my ability. I also noticed when playing these matches that a lot of the bots actually go towards wherever there's a lot of loot. I'm not sure really the reasoning behind it, but again, if you eliminate like a full squad and you leave a lot of their loot right there, you can certainly guarantee that a new squad of bots will actually make their way towards that loot. It's just the way the game is programmed or set up, so you can kind of just wait around this area or fly within this vicinity and just keep doing this over and over again. Now basically I found that every time I was doing this, I was getting around 30 eliminations per game, and then also dealing a significant amount of damage to opponents, as well as also obviously placing in the #1 spot, basically getting a victory royale every single time I use this method. Again, you want to make sure that you survive for at least 15 minutes. So look at the time when you start your match, and then obviously once 15 minutes is up, you can go ahead and eliminate the last player. As I mentioned, you guys can literally get above like 50,000 upwards to 90,000 XP depending on your performance. It all comes down to placement, elimination, survival time, as well as damage to opponents, so please play aggressively as possible. You never want to find yourself hiding in a box or a corner, because of course then we're missing out on a ton of XP. We also do not want to be landing in very isolated areas like the rig or the grotto or just these perimeter locations, because we will not actually come across as many people as if we were to land at more populated areas like the Agency, Salty Springs, Pleasant Park, and so on and so forth. It's also worth mentioning that we should not be spending a lot of time looting or farming materials. When you land, pick up the best items that you can in your inventory and then make your way out to get some eliminations. You should always keep a couple shield in your inventory, this way of course we never do get eliminated, and as I mentioned, we do not want to be farming materials. This takes way too much time and we're missing out on a significant amount of time to actually get a lot more XP through eliminations, damage to opponents, and so on and so forth. And not to mention, whenever you get eliminations, the opponents will of course drop materials for you to have by then. So literally you guys just want to use this method over and over again. Now if you want to repeat this process and do this over and over again, which I strongly recommend, it is a very simple thing to do. So simply once you've completed the game, you then want to join the lobby of your second account once again. Both of you want to ready up. Obviously make sure you're on squads with do not fill, and then once again, once you're placed in the pre-game lobby or once the game starts, you want to make sure you leave the game on your second account. This way again, no data is saved, no XP is gained, and literally nothing is happening to that account. Every single time you do this, it's still like that account is brand new, a fresh account that's never played a single second of Fortnite, and you'll always be placed in these bot lobbies. Again, this is how Epic Games judges whether or not you should be placed in a higher skilled match or a lower skilled match. So repeat this process and make sure that you always leave the game at the very start with your second account. Now you always can complete challenges and other things like that to actually gain more XP. You can land on XP coins. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of other things you can do that will in fact increase your XP gain. However, I just wanted to focus on the main aspects that I found to be extremely important. Of course, there is other things, including the challenges and XP coins, that you guys can definitely divert your attention towards as well if you really would like to. Now that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. I simply just wanted to share with you guys the absolute best way to gain XP by using this XP farm, glitch, method, trick, whatever you like to consider it. And once again, do not worry, you will not get banned at all. There's no action that Fortnite will ever take against you by using this method because it is completely in line with their terms of service. So no action will be taken against you. You will not get banned. Do not worry about this at all. This is the absolute best loophole or method you can use as of now to gain XP in Fortnite. I'm not sure if this will be around forever, but hopefully it will, and honestly it does make sense why it will be around forever. Now, as you guys might have saw at the very beginning of today's video, I'm actually hosting a giveaway for 13,500 V-Bucks, and it's very simple to enter. All you need to do is leave a like down below, comment what like you were. So if, let's say you left a like and your like number was 300, you would comment saying I left a like, I was like 300. You then want to subscribe and turn on post notifications, and you're automatically entered in the giveaway. I will actually announce all of the winners in future videos, so definitely stay tuned for that. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, a like would be beyond appreciated. And of course, on the contrary, if you genuinely dislike today's video, then by all means feel free to leave a dislike as well. Plus, if you're new around here and you'd like to see more daily Fortnite content like this in the future, then feel free to subscribe as well as turning on those post notifications. Nonetheless, my name is Gamertag. Thank you all for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.